welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time. Hello everybody, welcome to this premiere of Hero, which is a ToV Tale Tale short, and I'm going to explain what Tall Tale is in a minute. First, let's introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla, and this older gentleman over here on my upper side there is Sean. You might know him as Sergeant Drake Alexander, or the voice of Sergeant Drake Alexander in the Tales of Valhalla series. And then we also have Jack, aka Sharig, who we've seen before in the Map Making podcast, who both voice actors for this short tonight. So glad to have you guys on board tonight. But yes, did this over the summer, and what I was trying to develop a concept of was, is there a way that I can commission like stop motion animated shorts? And like how much would it cost? You know, what time does it take to actually do these types of things? And you know, how would I start doing that? Now, it could be something as simple as this. Something that turned into a GIF, you know, Angry Nugak saw. That's something that can take like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour of actual animating, and maybe like less than 5 hours of editing. And if making $15 now, it'd be less than $100 to make, basically. Something that small. But for what we're premiering tonight, it was roughly like 16 hours of total work. And when I say total work, I'm talking animating and editing. That's it. I'm not counting like the script writing, the conceptual writing, the map building, the work of fellow voice actors. None of the extra stuff. What I was thinking was that some people have memories of Heroscape games, whether it be competitive or casual. And a lot of people don't like film their games, so all they have is the memory. And what better thing to have as a keepsake is some type of representation of that memory, whether it's short or long. And so I chose from, and link in the description below if you want to read the story, but I chose the short story Hero, written by Rye Guy on Heroscapers.com. And we read that story on the ToV podcast some time ago. And I thought, okay, this was based off an actual casual game. So how about I condense the story even more, but just get the good points on it, capture that memory, that keepsake, and show that as a representation of, you know, of that concept. What this originally should be viewed as is Bonnie Tyler's holding out for a hero, but because of copyright, I had to use an alternate song for what I'm going to be aired tonight, so I'm not flagged or anything. But there is a version of it with Bonnie Tyler's holding out for a hero, unlisted. There should be a link in the description below for that if you want to view that unlisted video. So just so you all know. So let's take a look at what YouTube we got. Yeah, thank you, YouTube. thank you, laws. Thank you, Law and Order. You know, I guess that's a thing.
Thank you, the state of Russia.
The state of Russia, who I'm now officially blocked from. Yes, exactly. All right, how about we give this a look?
Am a hero.
Okay, we're back on. So, okay, let's see here. We got some comments in there. Okay, Hexala says fair use, more like refuse. Yeah, you know. I mean, I had to make two versions of it, but oh well. I mean, the keepsake is for Rye Guy, so that's the important thing. Rogue Saber says, just watched the version with the actual song. Holy moly, that was funny and good. I audibly laughed at the ending, and the ending was perfect. I mean, it reminds you of what a Heroscape game is about, because, I mean, when it comes to Tales of Valhalla, you know, it's not how you play Heroscape within that storyline. You know, I mean, if you were to play, you know, those actual characters in the setting of Heroscape, they wouldn't survive like one episode. What I'm saying is, I like to see a little bit of realism, even though it's not particularly canon to either Heroscape or Tales of Valhalla. It's a lot of fun to do. It's a lot of fun just to explore those type of how do I say it in what's the term for, like, say, like what Marvel does, what if scenarios. And seeing Agent Carr explode himself on a Zedian guard is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that it was a ton of fun. And again, links description below, or if you want to go to the ToV Patreon to watch the version that has Bonnie Tyler's Holding Out for a Hero, it's on there as well. And actually, that version was on 24 hours in advance too. So if you want to become a Patreon, a supporter via financially, or just want to sign up for free, I'll give you the opportunity to be able to preview things a little bit in advance before I show them publicly. So just trying to raise incentive if you want to do that on Patreon. Spending a long time answering the question, Heroscaper. I apologize. Sean was Agent Carr, and Jack was the voice of the Zedian Guard and the Gruts. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for your work. Would we like to view that again? Let's roll that again.
I'm feeling a little classical tonight.
Yeah, do it.
This has got to be my favorite shot right there. Just that particular like moment to where, I mean, there's a reason why.
Are you using like some kind of like, I don't know, like tack to move them like that, or?
Well, this was just up the ladder. Yeah, you use sticky tack for a lot of it. Yeah, there's a lot of sticky tack when it comes to moving them around. Especially like when it comes to like say when these guys are falling off, like you use sticky tack to hold them on, because that's a frame, that's a shot right there. That's just a picture. So you got to make sure they all stay in place when you're taking the picture. So yeah, there's a lot of sticky tack. There's a lot of premature falls sometimes. I mean, that's why it takes like 4.5 hours to get all these shots animated. Basically a full night doing animation for these. Anyway, okay.
It's just crazy.
Back to Grimnick. Okay, so Zedian Guard is crossing that space, and then Zedian Guard's back crossing that space again. I don't know if you noticed that little bit there. Yeah, because it's only like 3 spaces.
Continuity error.
Slight, but it's kind of on purpose because, well, yeah, you just need to keep them moving. I had them moving probably a little too fast, or a little too fast.
I think so. So I'm just amazed at the skill level that you've got now versus how we started, 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
15 years ago.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's like just gone up and up and up. It's smoother.
And,
you know, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, the continuity, I would have never even noticed had you pointed that out.
Yeah.
Noticing here is that, you know, like what they pointed out to us in Lit and Comp, you're kind of using the angles. Like the bad guy's always coming in on the right, good guy's always facing from left over to the right, and he's always entering from the left. It's really kind of interesting to see how you're doing that.
Yes, that's totally on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Not many people, I mean, if you're not taught what to look for, you wouldn't know it. But it's so amazing, it's just because it's that I've gone through that Lit and Comp class like about 2 months ago. And I'm pulling things out. Oh, so this is our bad guy. You know, whenever you watch a movie,
you got to keep consistent. Yeah.
And it's like, wow. And it gives a little bit more depth if you know what to look for. For a lot of people, and I know I'm just nerding out, but a lot of people would be like,
not on purpose.
Yeah. No, and see what is another thing that pointed out to me.
I liked your long,
school.
drawn out. No. or
Oh, yeah.
hero, and then splish.
I also wanted to note when Carr falls onto the Zedian guard, the first time I saw that, I was kind of blown away with like how gory you could make that look with just a couple of plastic wound markers.
And again, yeah, and it comes down to sound effects too. But okay, that's one thing I wanted to actually show you a second. Okay,
Yeah,
what color are these wound tokens now?
they're red.
They're bright red. But they're different from the wound tokens before. Let's get to see.
What's the 3-dimensional like embroidery on those tokens?
Yeah, those are Heroscape wound tokens.
Okay,
that's why.
well, those are dark red there.
Yeah, those are dark
Really
red.
dark.
So the dark red represents the bad guys. The bright red represents the good guys.
Final thoughts are, I enjoyed the crap out of this. Both of them, actually. If I had to choose a favorite, the music made the other one. Where I Need a Hero was definitely something that, obviously goes along with it. And, I mean, that's just really my final thoughts. I love both of these. But if I have to choose, the one with the I Need a Hero is definitely the one I would say is superior.
Yeah. That's the one I made this thing for. I mean, it made the most sense, for sure.
She's torturing the poor little guy again.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you, Ryan, for asking me to join y'all on this. This was a lot of fun, and it's good practice for when Tuck Harrigan comes out, and I'm the voice for him. So I'm looking forward for that.
He wants to own that. That's good. But yeah, if all y'all, again, if you want to watch the original version, which is My Tires Hold Out for a Hero, I guess it's tough to explain. The non-copyrighted version of this is already up, should be up on Tales of Hell YouTube for the public to see, and there'll be a link in the description below to view the Monty Tyler version one, which is on Unlisted, or you can go to the Patreon where I have it posted as well. So there's different ways of looking at both versions. Enjoy. Again, I made this because Rye Guy did a great story, great funny story, and hopefully I caught the spirit of the story as well as the spirit of the love of that casual game memory, and hope to do more in the future.